Well, I was going to preach about that phrase in the psalm that talks about the enemies outnumbering the hairs on the head, but that would be a very short homily for obvious reasons. The past 3 days, we've been working our way through chapter 13 in Matthew's Gospel, and Jesus has been giving us insights into the kingdom of heaven, teaching us about what we were made for. He compares heaven to this treasure buried in the field, this pearl of tremendous value, and how we as disciples of Jesus must work tirelessly to invite others into this relationship with Christ, using the image of fishermen repeatedly casting out nets to seek out the lost in our community. Jesus' message and his insights are challenging to hear because it calls each one of us to change. It calls each one of us to change, to get out of our comfort zones, to begin the work of invitation and evangelization. Our faith is not something private. It's not something that we keep to ourselves. It is meant to be shared. It is meant to be public with everyone that we meet. Like a team of fishermen that together work hard, together pulling in the nets and sorting through the catch, so too are we called to work together as a team to spread the gospel and to evangelize the people in our community. Naturally, when we hear this message, it puts the listener a little bit on the defensive because change is difficult, because it requires our effort. We may dismiss these words of Jesus, saying to ourselves, surely he's not speaking to me. We start to create excuses. Surely he means somebody else, or not now in my life, or I'm too busy for that. But this commission that Jesus gives us, it's for you and I to hear again today, to be reminded of who we are. That's why the people began to question Jesus' authority in today's gospel. They didn't want to get involved. They didn't want to change. Instead, they'd say things like, who is this guy anyway, to tell us these things? Isn't he just this young son of Joseph, the carpenter, and Mary? We know who he comes from. We've seen him growing up. Who is he to talk about us, about fishing? He's a carpenter. And this kingdom of heaven, how does he know this? Where does he get this wisdom? Should we even listen to what he is saying? I guarantee that maybe today, and maybe in the years to come, you too may question me as your pastor, and in what I will challenge you to stretch you to do in your faith life and as a parish community. Following Jesus Christ and building up the kingdom of God, it's not going to be easy. It's hard work. That's why we're not there yet. But it must be a team effort for us to succeed. It has to be a team effort if we want this to succeed. But together we will get there. We will seek out the lost. We will bring Jesus Christ to many people, and we will build up the kingdom of heaven here in Canada. It is what you and I were made for, and it's what Jesus has asked us to do. So let's go do it.